Hello Eternum and welcome to KOTT News, Eternum's #1 source for news, and this is the War Report. No change in the dynamic of Eternum last night as the Great House, Lost Templar, went out in the bog of Weaver's Fen. KOTT News crews will be phoning it in today in order to prepare for opening day down at the ballpark. Turning to the weather, and the only thing more consistent than daily war reports is the sun shining all morning long, until evening tropical swells will push inland from the south, bringing invasions with them. 4 submissions for Simulated Fantasy Combat Resolution tonight, brought to you by LARPGO. Remember, if it isn't LARPGO, it's cardboard. Up first, the Covenant forces of Bankrupt engage the Syndicate forces of Washed Millennials for control of the northernmost region of Morningdale. KOTT News crews have been unable to identify how a bankrupt group of people were able to fund a war effort. Stay tuned for more. For Washed Millennials, their 4th defense of the Northern Forward Observation Post, while infrastructure and fort upgrades continue to be made. Then, the Syndicate forces of Nameless challenge the Marauders of Landlords for their crown and the right to rule over the Monarch's Bluff. Nameless returned to the bluff after being turned away 2 weeks ago. Will New Loak improve their chances? The Landlords have settled well into their position on the bluff and are prepared to defend their crown against this nameless enemy. Later, the Covenant forces of Yang Huang assail the Marauders of Landlords for control of the primary fishing port town of Reekwater. Yan Huang take advantage of the scheduling overlap to force Landlords to field 2 different teams. For Landlords, holding 2 regions has seemed almost effortless to date, but will the overlap have an impact on tonight's outcomes? In the nightcap, the Covenant forces of Young Money attack the Syndicate forces of Secret for the secondary oil reserves of Cutlass Keys. Young Money invoke their right of rematch and attempt to re-secure their position as kings of Cutlass Keys. It was Secrets who took the region away from Young Money 2 weeks ago. How will they fare tonight, now that the roles are reversed? We'll have the outcomes and reactions from the citizens tonight at 11. Until then, this has been War Correspondent JChalant, KOTT News.